Wow. Did you ever finish Hunter x Hunter? Yeah, a long time ago. What's going on with the planes, guys? Okay, the small planes are whatever. Lots of small planes crash. It happens. But not big commercial flights. What's going on here? Testing, ask yourself, why shouldn't Trump B-Day be a national holiday? Republicans pushing the bill, making it a federal holiday, are just doing their American duty to love Trump. Let's extend it to Juneteenth. True.
We're in Toronto. We just landed. Our plane crashed.
I feel like this is that Denzel movie.
It's upside down. Fire department's on site.
Oh, has anybody made the joke yet? Maybe they thought they were landing in Australia. Has anybody made that joke yet? Midas Touch has me blocked on Blue Sky based. Okay.
We're in Toronto. We just landed. Our plane crashed. It's upside down.
Okay, crashed. I mean, it doesn't look like it crashed. It seems like it's in one piece, no?
Fire. We're in Toronto.
The wing is missing? Aren't those things detachable? Who cares? Got him.
Fire department's on
Why are they
site.
shooting water in the freezing cold? They're just gonna make a giant ice cube. Are they stupid? Can you diagnose his audio issues? I have no idea why this audio sounds so weird.
Some smoke going on.
Like what that noise is.
We're in
Oh my god. Do you think they let the passengers at least get their baggage off the plane? Or do you think it's like come back in 2 months? Oh no, look, no suitcases. I'd be triggered.
Those people appear to be okay. We're all getting off.
I am curious, how the fuck did this end up in this position? What happened? Did it flip after like landing, like skid and flip over? Or there's no way it landed like this, right? People in chat, I don't know why people in chat keep saying this. I don't know why, I don't know how many people have said this. Toronto got a big winter storm. There was snow, it was storming. That doesn't mean planes should crash. You understand that there's weather happening all the time, all over the world, at every single point in the history of all of air travel. Just because there's a snowstorm doesn't mean that planes should be crashing or falling over. I don't know why people keep putting this in. Like, Destiny, did you hear that the plane crashed? Yeah, because the plane was traveling fast. Yeah, no shit. That's what planes do. Yes, there's weather all the time. That doesn't mean that there should be planes crashing. Jesus. Destiny, I made a graph to show how it flipped. Fuck, I shouldn't post this. That's too edgy. No, well, nobody died, so I can be edgy, right? Someone recorded the accident. Yeah, let's get all these jokes out of the way. Movie for why this even worked. Why would making the airplane go upside down even help? For oil pressure. Really? Would that even help? I have no idea. The back tail was stuck down. Flipping the plane over made it go up instead. Oh. I don't even know if the back tail moves on a commercial airplane. I don't know all the surface... What are they called? Control surfaces? Is that what you call it? Or is that just for missiles? Huff Daddy, I don't know how the fuck you keep... I'm banning you again. I'm just gonna ban you again in a week, you fucking anti-fan fuck. You and Christopher, okay? The banes of my existence. If you're still on the Jim Bro speak from a couple days ago, any knowledge on how to avoid loose skin? Yeah, just eat more and get fat as fuck, and then your skin is never loose. Boom! I think that if you, the younger you are, the more pliable, is that the right word? Your skin will go back to its original tautness. But if you are, if you've gotten older, like once you're past like 25 or 30, if you lose a lot, then I think surgery is like pretty good. Would it be elastic? I'm talking about things becoming less elastic. Like younger, it'll go back to its original tautness easier. But older, I think it's harder for it to do that. The elevators were stuck because the jack shaft broke. This is the thing that happened and caused like 2 commercial airliners to go down. I don't even know what either of those things are, but okay. This is a real crash that happened. Okay, hold on.
Anyway, the next thing that the captain wanted to do was to try to unload the stabilizer and see if that would sort the trim problem out. But here, First Officer Bill put his foot down. He said that he didn't think it was a good idea to touch it again since the aircraft was flying, and he also said, I think that if it's controllable, we ought to just try and land it. Captain Ted listened to him and agreed, again showing excellent CRM between the two, but unfortunately, this was just not supposed to be. Because only 5 seconds later, a series of faint...
I think not crash dieting helps too. I had no loose skin issues after losing 90 pounds slowly. I've heard that colloquially. I don't know if there's any evidence or truth to that if you lose a lot of weight too quickly, your skin has more trouble adjusting. I think it's just an age thing, but I don't know, I'm not sure.
Thumps.
You should. A healthy weight loss regimen, though, involves losing probably about a pound a week. That's probably what you should be on. If you're trying to lose more than that, it's probably a crash diet. It's probably not going to last, and it's probably not healthy, generally.
Could be heard from the back, followed by the first officer saying, "You feel that?" The captain, who had the controls, responded, "Yeah, okay, give me... This is a bitch," indicating that he now required much more forces to keep the aircraft from pitching down. What had likely happened at this point was that the torque tube inside of the Acme screw had been subjected to significant bending and pulling loads during the 10 minutes that had passed since the sharing of the...
Okay, I don't care. It's airplanes. Point them forward and fly them. If Sully was such a good pilot, he would have avoided the geese like every other pilot in the world. True. What sites do you use to research medical stuff? I don't know. Google it and PubMed. Just depends on what exactly we're looking at. The evil Mike diet is to lose 1 to 2 pounds per week and to do 3 months of dieting and then 3 months of maintenance. The only thing that worked for me. The good thing about like targeting like simple like weight loss, like a pound or I guess up to 2 pounds, I guess, a week is that you should be hopefully making lifestyle changes and not just like crash dieting. Because if you crash diet and then you hit your target weight, you're probably just going to regain it again. That's like the big issue, I think. What if you crash out? Good question. Destiny, it was confirmed that this recent crash was a DEI hire. Your liberal bias is showing. The pilot name was Ban Ding Ao and co-pilot Wee Tu Lo. Was this actually a real thing, or was this like a fucking the story behind? It actually happened? This isn't just like a skit or whatever?
The coroner is still trying to determine the cause of death and whether she was already dead when the truck hit her. We have new information now also on the plane crash. KTVU has just learned the names of the 4 pilots who were on board the flight. They are Captain Sum Ting Wong, Wee Tu Lo, Ho Li Fook, and Bang Ding Ao. The NTSB has confirmed these are the names of the pilots on board Flight 214 when it crashed. We are working to determine exactly what roles each of them played during the landing on Saturday. Investigators will be...
I think one of the funniest news bloopers, because it's not... it's just... This is just... He tries so hard, and it's just... Oh, man.
A Boise, Idaho woman is considered a medical miracle. Laura Esterman was struck by lightning nearly a month ago, and she was considered officially dead. Thankfully, CPR from her mom revived her heart, but she laid in a coma for 2 weeks, and then she defied all odds and woke up. Well, obviously, there was a problem with that tape. She doesn't really sound like that. She doesn't remember the accident, but the evidence is clear. I am so sorry. Laura's learning to walk again after the lightning burned her legs, and we'll have more on that story and hopefully get that tape fixed for you.
They released an apology about the names. That's good. The whole news story was a prank. It led to the firing of 3 veteran KTVU producers. While the source of the joke names remain unclear, the NTSB admitted in a statement that a summer intern at the agency mistakenly confirmed the erroneous names to the news station when asked about them. Oh, no. Jesus. Breaking news, the Trump admin has pressured Romanian authorities to lift travel restrictions on the self-described misogynistic influencer Andrew Tate, a champion of the U.S. president who is facing criminal charges in Bucharest. What the fuck is happening with these guys? Romania, what are you doing over there? Destiny, I work for SSA, so I may just be paranoid here, but do you think all the SSA bashing from Elon Musk on X lately is specifically to gaslight the American people, that fraud and abuse is rampant, so the American people will look the other way when they cut SSA and Medicare? I've said this a lot over the past few weeks, couple months, and I'll probably continue to say this. I don't know. I don't know what the goal is. I don't know what the plan is. I don't think there will ever be actual cuts into Medicare, because it's just way too popular with old people. That's just way too much of a, here's the number you had last month, here's the number you get this month, you are getting fucked. I just can't possibly see them on your most active, most loyal voting base, on something that so materially impacts you so obviously. It just seems impossible. It just seems impossible that they would go that route. But yeah. We already watched this on stream. But it's a good impression, so we'll watch it again. Hold on.
Now to the story of a pig that is inspiring others. One pot-bellied pig has certainly endured his share of problems. Chris P. Bacon was born without the use of his back.
Okay, this is really that funny. Also, why is it only my right ear?
Yeah, you have to read this story. We should not. Oh my God.
Dark, woke, crash another plane. And another thing. Every day that wokeness is not reinstated in this country, people will DEI. Starting tonight. On the day of them of my word. Tonight, hashtag dark, woke, crash.
It's a good one. You got it. It's a good one.
If I had it my way, we would have impeached him a long time ago. Actually, if I had it my way, we would have been successful in our objection on January 6th, and he wouldn't even be president. I'm getting better, though. We'll get there. So, I feel, if I had it my way...
Okay, I hate these people, 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 I hate these people. We are living in a time right now where Republicans are doing the most unhinged coup-like activities ever, okay? You don't have to make shit up where there's not shit to be made up, okay? Now, did they all support the J6 coup and all that shit? Yeah, of course they did. But this quote is doctored, and he edited out a pretty reprehensible part of the quote. If I had it my way, we would have been successful. It sounded like she said we would have been successful with our objections on J6, which technically refers to the process that was going on in the Senate and the House. Now, I think she supported the actual insurrection, of course, but this quote is that missing those words. That's a pretty egregious misquote here.
Actually, if I had it my way, we would have been successful in our objection on January 6th, and he wouldn't even be president.
The objections were the process that was going on in the House and the Senate. How retardedly charitable. It's not about being charitable. You don't need this to show all the other corrupt, horrible shit they do. So why? There's no point to even opening up yourself to any of this. Why is her mic so bad?
Actually, if I had it my way...
You know what? I'm glad you guys are noticing this, because you guys take me for granted. Fuck you. I hope you notice everywhere where audio is fucked now.
Oh, sweet! A new video from my favorite YouTuber! Thank you all so much for 1 million subscribers! Now that I've established myself as one of your favorite creators, it's time to let you all know that I'm actually a narcissistic piece of shit. Wait, what? Not only have I been the mastermind behind 3 separate crypto scams, I also embezzled all of the money I said I was going to donate to charity. Oh no. Oh yes. Why? And do you want to know what else? Please don't say anything that has to do with kids. I love small...
Hell yeah.
Why is it every time?
Minecraft's a great game. What are you going to do? Okay, I've seen the headline to this, but I haven't watched the video to this yet. Hopefully this isn't as bad as...
AOC over the weekend. Heard you talking about AOC over the weekend. Do you believe she is breaking the law?
I'll leave that up to DOJ. What I find disturbing is that any member of Congress wants to educate people how they evade law enforcement. You can claim you're educating those constitutional rights. Okay, you can keep that claim. What she in fact is doing, telling people don't open your door, hide in your home, don't talk to ICE. We're talking about people who are in the country illegally, committed a crime, they're a public safety threat, they've been convicted of serious crime, and they've been ordered removed by a federal judge. So it's like AOC and others don't want ICE to enforce the laws that they enacted. She's a member of Congress. Let us enforce the laws you enacted. That's what we're supposed to do.
You can't go after her. Do you think others should?
No, I think I've asked DOJ, where is that line of impediment, of interference? Now, if someone stands in your way, prevents you from arresting somebody, put your hands on you, that's impediment. But what line is telling people to hide from ICE, not open the door? Where do you cross that line on impediment? So I've simply asked the Department of Justice, give us that line.
You have talked to them about this. That's what you're saying?
Absolutely.
Wow.
For informing people of their rights? Why is it that I just don't believe anything conservatives say, man? I feel like MAGA is just a great example of how much of your reality can be constructed for you. Like MAGA will say some shit like, oh, I can't understand a single thing Biden's saying. He's so fucking old and senile. And then
No, I think I've asked DOJ, where is that line of impediment, of interference? Now, if someone stands in your way, prevents you from arresting somebody, put your hands on you, that's impediment. But what line is telling people to hide from ICE, not open the door? Where do you cross that line on?
Meanwhile, oh yeah, I get him 100%. What do you mean? He's fine. What are you talking about, right? Come on. It's starting to feel stupid to call these guys out, or to call these guys about their speech hypocrisy like it's a joke that we're still taking them seriously when they say it. Yeah, I know. Oh, I saw this Twitter video yesterday.
The opening scene where they're storming the beach. I mean, the opening scene where they're storming the beach at Normandy, I was offended by that, actually.
How were you offended?
I mean, I certainly wouldn't want anyone on my beach if I was building a sandcastle with my family, with my children, and soldiers started coming on. I would be offended by that, deeply offended by that. And it's their beach. I mean, what are they doing on the beach to begin with?
Well, Nazi Germany had invaded France.
If somebody destroyed my sandcastle that I worked hard at, I think I would fight hard to defend that. I'd fight to the death to defend that. Who wouldn't?
I don't think they were building sandcastles.
So it's not clear to me that those people storming the beach were in any way virtuous. If anything, they were imposing on someone else's property.
What?
I mean, I'm certainly a fan of the beach. I like going to the beach. I enjoy taking my family, my children. But it's concerning that we would allow for anyone to just storm a beach on a random day. So I'm not so sure what to make of that opening scene. I'm not saying I condone it. Certainly it's horrible. It's a horrible scene to watch. How would you feel if you were enjoying a day at the beach and suddenly the American army, with all its military might, just showed up and just started storming the beach? I certainly wouldn't enjoy that. I would fight against that. I think any normal person would.
The Nazi regime wasn't enjoying a day at the beach. They had invaded France and were bent on world domination.
And the person who made this film was Steven Spielberg, I believe. And do we think there's any reason why he may have wanted the narrative of the film to favor one side?
As opposed to the Nazis?
It's a fair question.
Spielberg? What do you mean, because he was Jewish?
It's a fair question. Of course!
Linda Lee gets called out on Pierce today. Very comedic. Oh, God. Is she the one who switched parties? Yes. Called out by who?
Well, I'm looking at this panel, Pierce, and it's it leans left, let's call it that way. And I'm
follow. Back in DC, Trump is preparing to fight.
Did you ever debate her? I was on a Piers Morgan Uncensored episode with her. Do we have many back and forths? I just didn't like her. I feel like she just didn't respond to me when I was roasting her. But I don't remember. I say roasting. I think I said a couple of things. I don't even know if she responded. I don't remember.
Fight a slew of legal.
She's been making the rounds lately? Yeah, she's on her Why I Left the Left arc.
This is arguably worse than Nick.
Do you think people are leaving the left for money / clout or from fear of Trump? Oh, wait, I already have this open over here. I think it's different for different people. Bro, I don't know what's going on right now, okay? Okay, hold on. I'm watching this.
It feels like the events of last week are a watershed moment. The Trump-Putin telephone call, J.D. Vance's speech at the Munich Security Conference that left European leaders in shock. All of this has gone down extremely well in Moscow, as you can see from this morning's Russian papers. On the J.D. Vance speech, Moskovsky Komsomolets writes this: "The old world has been taken down a peg or two. Dumbfounded Europe, kneed by America just below the belt, is still struggling to get its breath back." And on that telephone call, the official telephone conversation of Putin and Trump was a psychological blow to the European part of the collective West, a political earthquake, 7 on the Richter scale. Another commentator tries to summarise the Trump-Putin conversation. Trump called Putin. It went like this: "Vladimir, you've got a cool country, and I have a cool country. Shall we go and divide up the world? What have I been saying all along? Let's do it." Komsomolskaya Pravda offers readers a free packet of seeds and some political analysis. Munich breakup. For the first time, a noticeable crack has appeared in Euro-Atlantic solidarity. The headline in Nezavisima Gazeta: "In Munich, the bomb of a culture war between the US and the EU exploded." Kommersant: "From a showcase of Euro-Atlantic solidarity, the Munich Security Conference turned into a symbol of disunity between the new US administration and old Europe. Instead of criticising Russia and China, as happened before, envoys from Washington criticised Europe itself." And the Russian government paper Rossiyskaya Gazeta: "Munich, cold shower for the European elites." And there's a play on words here. Sviet can mean world, so Stary Sviet means the old world, Europe. But Sviet can also mean lights. So the headline here: "They switched off the old world," or the old lights. Izvestia describes the role America is giving Europe in resolving the Ukraine war as the worst role of the second rank. The EU will have to fulfill the US conditions on Ukraine. So for now at least, Moscow very upbeat, very confident about what Russian state television last night described as the political earthquake or devastating tsunami for America's European allies.
Nice. Is there a no, I don't. What a fucking. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I just had the stupidest question ever. I was gonna. Has there been like a single time where Trump has presented like a coherent vision for how he wants the United States and Europe to like interact with each other? But what a dumb question that was. Of course not. Stupid. Stephen A. Smith. This is supposed to be our next Democratic president candidate, right? Destiny, what do you make of Lex Friedman suddenly attacking Germany's refusal to work with AfD just after Vance did? I don't know. Lex is just whatever Elon says, he'll say the same thing. And they're all conservatives who masquerade as centrists. Oh, it's an Elon Musk tweet, so you know it's going to be fucking retarded.
One of the commitments that I made to the American people was that we would do a better job here in Washington in rooting out wasteful spending. We don't need to wait for Congress in order to do something about wasteful spending that's out there. Cutting waste, making government more efficient is something that leaders in both parties have worked on. We haven't seen as much action out of Congress as we'd like, and that's why we launched on our own initiative.
We watched this. This was about Barack Obama starting the United States Digital Service. And Barack Obama's correct here in that if you want to help make some federal systems more digitized, I think, because they were trying to move more stuff online, that's great. And that's what, in writing, I think that was supposed to be what DOGE was going to do. I don't remember if they said waste, fraud, and abuse in the original executive order. But the problem isn't this. Nobody would be mad if they were just saying like, hey, here's how to upgrade all your systems to like the mine. Instead of having to go down to the mines for the paperwork, now you can use this, or now you can use Excel, or now you can use SQL, or whatever bullshit, you know? Like, because apparently they only use a notepad, I guess, according to Elon Musk. The issue is that DOGE is trying to unilaterally dismantle entire executive offices. That's the issue. They've extended way, 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 way beyond their scope, but nobody knows that. Nobody knows the difference. Nobody cares. This guy doesn't know or care. Do you see this Telegraph article about Trump demanding 50% of Ukraine's resources? Or there supposedly a few diplomats reported that a piece of paper was slid over asking Zelensky to sign it, but I don't know how credible this is. I don't know if anybody credible is reporting that yet. Is there literally any way I can reach right-wing people who believe in the idea that all gay and trans kids are in a cult that want to groom kids? I've tried going through statistics and trying to find out where their foundations are. I'm so sad aware. I don't know. It's probably just ordinary things to... The problem is that, like, the entire thing is... the entire, like, conservative world exists everywhere and is constructed, like, in every part of their existence. So, like, even if you provide a compelling argument... they're just going to go back to the world of being inundated with insane conservative propaganda constantly everywhere they go. So I don't know how you break somebody out of it. I truly don't know. True. I've had conversations with my uncle and convinced him on a few issues where he was being open-minded, and next we meet in 3 months. He's back to his old positions and totally oblivious. Usually they're even further along. Yeah. like further along in the crazy shit. Do you reckon you'll watch the John Oliver segment on Trump's admin? I mean, is it adding anything new or? Okay, real talk. Are we just noticing the reporting of plane crashes more now because of the recent stuff, or is there actually an uptick in these incidents since Trump took office? The one that just happened now in Canada, that's pretty crazy. The one that happened over DC, that was very crazy. So I mean, like in a small amount of time, there have been 2 commercial airline crashes. That's pretty weird. The DC one was insane. That was really bad. That's a historic event. Every time there's like an accident, you will hear more accidents. And that's the overwhelming majority of what you're hearing is going to be just now people are reporting everyone. It was like that when that train derailed, or like if a boat crashes, you hear all of them now. Fuck, there's no way I'm gonna have time for this. How long is it gonna take me to go through this? Is this worth going through? People said this was insane insane memes. The best Stephen A. Smith quote of all time.
Hot or cold?
Hot or cold?
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand that question. What do you mean?
Hot or cold?
Well, hot. I'll go with hot.
Tacos or burgers?
Burgers.
Ass or titties?
Always ass. That's true. I'm going to answer that. I mean, I'm associated with Walt Disney, but damn it, everybody knows that I'm a bottom feeder.
Okay.
I mean, we all know that.
Bottoms up.
All right.
Jesus. Absolutely worth going through. This is insane. Destiny, what would you see right now as an ideal outcome for the Ukraine-Russia war negotiations? Would having Europe and Zelensky decline the U.S.-Russia deal and commit to fight be the most based? In an ideal world, the United States and Europe make a joint commitment to European security and make a joint commitment to punish Russia as much as possible for the actions that they've committed against Moldova, against Georgia, and now against Ukraine. That it cannot be acceptable. It just can't be that Russia is allowed to, with impunity, operate this way. There have to be like severe repercussions, and they can't be allowed to succeed. But, I mean, that's an ideal world. Will that actually happen? Do you think there's a reason that Pence tweet resonating enough to be front page on CNN? Do you think there's a bigger division of the GOP in the background that might be playing out? Show me lawmakers who are still relevant, and we can talk. I love Pence. I respect him. But I mean, once you're out of office, it's like, it doesn't matter anymore. Also, what is this tweet? Ezra and then drama? Or drama and then Ezra? We'll do Ezra first. Fuck it. Since he's been up here for a few days, and then we'll cover it next. Happy President's Day. The Constitution is the guide which I will never abandon. You abandon the Constitution, says Dog Right Girl. Chances of being a bot? I just assume all these accounts are fucking bots. Well, actually, you can subscribe to her, though, for paid stuff. So maybe not. It probably is still a bot. I don't know, man.
Right became enamored. A few years back, the online right became enamored of a few years back.
Wait. Let me get my teeth.